Hi, today we're going to present how AI search is changing brand visibility. I'm Maria Rada.
Jaylene de Leon.
And my name is Lincoln Baldonado.
Let's start with the article information, which explores how AI-driven search tools are shifting how consumers find information and how brands must adapt to it. As a summary of this article, as AI tools are growing in popularity, consumers are asking AI directly for answers instead of scrolling search results. So rather than clicking through links, users are satisfied with one summarized response. This changes traditional SEO behavior. And as a result, now brands can be mentioned without users ever clicking through their website. We're also seeing the rise of a new discipline called answer engine optimization, optimizing for AI to cite your brand in responses instead of just ranking in link lists. It is also important to know what is AEO. As I mentioned before, answer engine optimization is a new discipline that focuses on structuring content so AI tools understand it and choose it to answer questions. It involves organizing content for direct AI interpretation, using structured data and schema markup, producing content that AI can confidentially cite as the best answer. So as an example of a tool used to measure and improve this is EasyY.ai, which helps brands track how visible they are in AI research.
This shift also connects to learning and memory. We discussed how repeated exposure builds associations in long-term memory. If AI repeatedly cites certain brands in response to the common questions, those brands become cognitively accessible. That strengthens memory structures. Also, AI-generated summaries simplify information. Simplified and structured content is easier for consumers to encode into their memory. So, AEO isn't just about visibility, it's about shaping brand associations in long-term memory through repeated AI mentions. Brands that are constantly cited may become top of mind without the consumers ever visiting their website. This also connects to the elaboration likelihood model. When consumers use AI for quick answers, they may be engaging in the peripheral route processing. They really rely on simplicity, authority cues, and summary framing, instead of deeply analyzing the content themselves. That means the way AI frames a brand could strongly shape attitudes. If the brand is described as the most reliable option, that statement can directly influence the cognitive component of the tri-component attitude model. So now, brands must manage not only what they say, but how AI summarizes what they say.
The third connection is to Chapter 7 and the decision-making process. In this chapter, we learned that consumers prefer to minimize mental effort when making decisions. Instead of searching through multiple websites, people can just get the information instantaneously. If they don't like shopping, like I don't, you can just go to AI and it can give you the link immediately. Second, AI speeds up the information search stage of this process because it's given instantaneously, like I said, and it also shapes our consideration sets. We learned that the consideration set is a small group of brands a consumer actually considers buying from. Well, if AI is not mentioning that brand, then we're not considering that brand at all. Finally, AI influences the evaluation of alternatives. Consumers compare options based on the information they're given. AI is controlling all of that, so it's directly affecting how consumers evaluate and choose between brands. So what does this really mean for marketers? Well, this completely changes how consumers discover brands, which is the point of marketing. Traditionally, SEO focused on getting brands to rank high on Google, so then people click on their websites and they get to show them marketing strategies that are in their control on their website. But now it's out of their control as AI is giving summarized answers and people might not even see their website. So SEO is not disappearing, but it's evolving where brands must focus on being easily interpreted by AI. This is a huge wow factor because we're no longer just competing for consumer attention, but AI's attention as well. And how can you do this? Well, there's a couple ways. Clear, structured, and easy to understand information helps AI interpret better. Also, credibility is valued by AI, so consistent credibility from high-end reviews, academic articles that AI can pull from. Directly answering consumer questions is also important from frequently asked questions because when people ask those questions to AI can pull directly from your website. And lastly, brands might want to narrowly market themselves and to differentiate themselves. AI likes to categorize products, a cheap option, a durable option, a reliable option. So what are brands good at? They have to decide, are they the aesthetically pleasing one? Do they have a lifetime warranty? What makes them different? So then they can come up in searches when consumers search for certain characteristics. And here are all of our sources. Thank you so much.